Hey guys, welcome back. I'm a little late tonight, so sorry about that. It's been a crazy week, a lot of designing this week, had a lot of requests for cutters. So I'll have to show you some of those by the end of this video. I'll show you some of the things we're up to. So I didn't have a whole lot of thinking power to make a cane this week. I'll probably do that on Wednesday. So I thought we'd just have some fun with mica powder. Now, I did make one of these earlier. Unfortunately, when you use these cutters, these metal ones, they get deformed really easy. So when I cut this out, you can see it kind of got long, and so I didn't like it. And you would think that I would have circle cutters in this house, considering that's what I do for a living, is make cutters. I have no circles. Or I do, but I just have really small ones. I don't have any big ones. So I'm printing out a cutter in about 1 3/4 inch, which will fit this one. So it should be almost done. So we'll go ahead and at least get started. So I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to make something summery, if that's even a word. What can I say? Lately I have been into beading a lot. I don't know why I haven't been working with glass for a while. And so I started getting into beading. And now I just want to make focals and stuff like that so I can add beads to it. So I've got some purple mica powder, some blue. I've got a little bit of green here. I got some pinks. I got some kind of orangey pink. So all I'm going to do is I ran this. This is pearl clay. This is Sculpey Primo, and it's pearl. And all I'm going to do is just paint some of these here. So I'll probably make a pair of earrings as well. So I'm going to do one of those. Hold on. Sorry about that. So I'll probably do one of those. And maybe one of those and one of those. So we're going to cut some of this excess off. I don't want to waste clay while there's a shortage going on. So I'm going to put a pattern on this as well. I just haven't decided whether I want to do that before or after. Probably after instead of before. So we're just going to paint a little bit. And since this has got an area here that I can't use, I'm going to set that aside as well. And if I really want to get nitpicky here, I'll take off this end piece too. Okay. So we are just going to paint. Let me move the camera a little bit. And just have fun tonight. No thinking power, or no thinking required. Which sometimes is kind of nice. But yeah, I don't know how many of you bead. You know, between glass beads, beading, and clay, I've got a million different things that are going on, but I found myself moving away from glass lately. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm not growing in that aspect. So I've kind of put that aside for a while, and I really got to get back to it. But I want to decide which I like to do more. But I just ordered a couple subscriptions. One is to Polymer Beads. They have it's called a Best Bead Box. And it's a subscription, and you get one a month. And you either get 1 or 2 patterns. And it comes with all the beads that you need to make that pattern. And then they give you a bunch of extras. And then the beading box, or beadingbargain.com, that's another one I do. That one's really cheap. And you get like 20 different things in your box. Sometimes it's gemstones, Czech beads, and findings, clasps, stuff like that. You just get all kinds of different things. It's really cool, I have to admit. And I have a new fascination with Czech beads. They've been around for so long, but I never really got into them. Because whenever I bought glass beads that were Czech made, they just always seemed to crack. And I never really used them. But now they're coming out with, I don't know, different shapes and styles. They have table cut beads, and I don't know, their beads are just fascinating now that I look at them. And so I get a lot of those with my boxes. So now I'm into basically making focal pieces in order to include the beads into my projects. Because when I do a bead show, they want it handmade. So I can't go in there with just stringing a bunch of beads on a chain. Your components have to be handmade, and you can add some, you know, pre-made stuff to them. So summer's coming, and I have this stamp. This is from Samantha Burrows with Jessima Designs. And I bought a tutorial, actually, of a necklace that she made like that. But I don't think I've made it, or I may have made it and didn't like it for whatever reason. And so now we're going to use it a different way. Okay, so I got all kinds of different purples here. Some a little darker. So I just keep layering it until I get a look that I'm happy with. Kind of liking the dark purple, giving it kind of like highlights. Okay, so got that. Then we have some of a turquoise blue. Let's see what I got here. This is a blue-green duo, and this is a turquoise. So, trying to looking more for an aqua look, so I think that turquoise is going to help a little bit more. Seems like it's giving it more of a sparkle. Let me see if I have one more different shade of purple that I could use. I have a duo violet, so this might give it a little bit more of a sparkle in the purple. It's a little light. So you can make your base, the pearl right here, any color that you want. Or I'm sorry, any thickness that you want. You can make it any color as you want too. Oh, this is a different blue. Oh, this is like a silvery blue. Ooh, that might look good. And I've got my pearl cut on the pasta machine at a number 2 because there's going to go resin on the top and the back of this. So I didn't need it that thick, and I don't want to make them obviously really heavy. Do a little bit of this silver right there. Okay, and brush it in really good if you're going to use a textured stamp on top of it, because the texture stamp could take some of it off. Since I got a little bit more that kind of creaked out here, I'm just going to use this so I don't waste it. Okay, I'll do one more batch of the purple. And then I'm just going to add a tiny bit of green. Okay, and then hopefully my cutter will be done by the time I'm done with this. Okay. And if you're a klutz like me, make sure you put your lids on right away. So for this, I still have the back as well on this, and I'm probably going to make it look the same. So what I'm going to end up doing is, this is the one that I did before. So I'm probably going to lay this on the back and cut it out. So let me go see if my cutter's done, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to set this right there. Okay, we're just going to push it down. You can go as hard as you want, or you can go really light just to make a slight imprint on it. The only thing is once you pick it up, you normally can't go back down. Ooh. Okay, I like that. So, this is the printer, or the print I just did, and I'm cutting it really close here. So I'm going to pause while I cut it just because I need to get my head right here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I did make me a cutter, but I didn't actually think about this squishing out. So this that I made is right on part of the shell. So I have to scrap that. I got another one going, but we're just going to continue on and do the rest of these. And on that one, I'm going to use a funky little pattern here. And I'm also going to pick this up so that I can place it on top and do it. I think I get a little bit more pressure when I do it this way. And I will grab some cardstock to do this on. So you just want to make sure you get all of it from the sides to the center. And be careful when you peel this up. Because you normally can't go back down on it. And on this one, I'm just going to make a cute little circle here. Depending if I want to make earrings or if I just want to make this as a pendant, which looks like I'm going to do that instead. And then for the scraps, what I do is I normally just run it through the pasta machine, and it'll just make it a solid color. And that way, I can go ahead and press that one more time and put that on the back. So you don't have any of just plain old pearl. You could leave it straight pearl, but I'm going to end up coloring it. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's done. And I'm going to go ahead and bake this. And then we'll come back and we'll do a little bit of sanding on the sides. and then we'll resin it, and then we'll be back in a few minutes. Hey guys, so we're back and we're still uncut. We had a little oopsie in the last video. We did the first section, then when we did the other one, I moved the camera so I could get a clear shot of where I needed to cut this out. And unfortunately, for the rest of the video, the camera was left up so you couldn't see anything else that I did. But it's a good thing because I found some mica powder that I have. It's something new that I've never tried before. And it's chameleon colors. I think it's chameleon powder or something like that. But the funny is I'm trying to get a little bit of green in here, and I can't find any green. So it's not going to help me with this project. But I kind of wanted to show you them because I know we all love mica powder. And they come in these little bottles, or little jars like this. I think I got these from Amazon. This is a blue, purple, red. So I'm just going to use it. But the difference between this and the Pearl X, let me get a brush here. So I might as well do the blue. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see this. I'm going to try and get you to focus. Maybe if I put it over there, it'll focus. Okay, it's just a blue. Very, very fine particles, obviously. But this, I don't know if it's just bigger particles. Let's see if you can see that. But you see them? It really is sparkly. So I'm really upset that I can't find green in this, but you can see it even when I lay it down. It's pretty sparkly stuff. So that might add a little bit to what we're doing. So we got to go back to the regular green because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, 6, 7. I have 8 containers and I don't have any green. That just seems really odd to me. To me, green is something you should always have. So why they don't have it in the green, I don't know if there's different boxes. So I'm gonna have to do some research on that, and if I find some green, I'm gonna have to pick that up. Because that would give it a really nice sparkle. Okay, so let me just add a little bit of green into here. And then we'll cut it and we'll kind of pick up where we left off. Okay, so we still have this one. This is the second one. The other one's in the oven and about to come out. So, again, sorry that I messed up the video. It happens sometimes. Not a whole lot you can do about it. And I made some using purple and pink. Oh, this stuff is so messy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut me some of these shape. And these are my swirls. I think this is a $4.92 on my site. These seem very, very popular. And I've never used them for me, so this is kind of a first for me. Alright, so on the back of these, what I did was I put texture on them already. So we'll see how that ended up. So, oh, you know what? If I'm going to texture them, I am going to color them. So I'm glad I turned those over and looked at them. And this I'm just going to do really quick. I mean, it's not going to be fancy. It's just the back. So, and I don't want to put too much pressure on it and ruin the design in the front. So we're just going to do that. Come in here and do the purple. The reason I didn't color it first before I cut was because, as you know, it won't stick to the glass with the mica powder on it. So that way we just do this now. And we don't have to worry about it running away from us, as it's doing right now. That's why I'm holding it. And I'll probably put a metallic blue on the side. That's why I'm not really putting the mica powder on the side, because it doesn't stick really well. And we're just going to come in here, add some green over here. I make so much mess when I work with mica powder. Okay, so we have that. And then the last thing we have is the circle that we had to make over and over again. And I think that's why I kind of paused it, because I made one for this, but I didn't realize that I was going to squish it. So what I'm doing now is going to move the camera back just so I can stick my head in here and make sure we're right at the edge without going over. And then I forgot to turn the camera back, so ta-da. That's where we are now. Alright. So we'll probably do the same thing on the back of this, although I don't think I texturized this. I didn't. So we're going to very lightly texturize it. And I got these little texture sheets from God, I can't even say his name. Jan Montarsi. And what was really cool, that I've never done before, and I don't know why, is as I was putting the clay on the texture sheet and texturing this side, instead of using cardstock, I just used this. And I went ahead and did the little kitty cat walk. And that way I had both sides done at the same time. That was a time saver. That I'm going to do from now on. So we're going to do the same with this one. We're just going to throw a little bit on the back. The other one that's in the oven has that design on both sides. This one does not. But now I have two completely different focal pieces. So I'm okay with that. See, still gonna look okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna put this in the oven. I'm gonna try and lift that now. There we go. It's one thing with the mica powder, it won't stick anymore. Okay, so that's what we did, was we just added a little bit. See, I did it again, didn't I? I left the camera back there. But it's okay, because all I did was add a little bit of texture. And I don't think you saw what I did with this. I wasn't looking in the camera because it's above me. But anyways, when you make your texture for this side, just put this on the back and do your catwalk. And that way you're actually texturizing both sides at the same time. So now you saw it. And I can't believe I let the camera do that again. So let me throw this in the oven. I'm going to pull the other ones out. And I'll be right back and show you how those turned out. Hey guys, I just wanted to come back and show you my progress. It's like almost 2:30 in the morning, and I feel like I'm anxious or very easily could go into a panic attack. I have no reason why. It's just been a normal night. I don't know if my sugar's low. All I know is I can't sleep, so I came back in here. And I'm going to clean up. But I wanted to show you what I did so far. So this was the first one that I did. I have not finished this one yet. Okay, and that's what it looks like. And then this is what it looked like when there's resin put on it. So it's nice and smooth. I'm not really sure if it really brought out more of the shine, but you do have to protect it because the blue will still come off. So mica powder will always come off. This is the pink one that we did. And that you can definitely tell a difference, I think. I just think it shines a little bit more. And then this is the earrings that we made. I have not obviously put resin on that. But you can see how it just brings out all those colors. And protects the mica. So I just wanted to show you that before I cleaned up, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Hopefully I'll be in bed within a half hour. So talk to you later, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you on Wednesday.